Okay, that was my new intro. Hey, Running Bear. I want to play it one more time. I want to wait a couple minutes for a couple people to come in. I want to see what you think of the intro. It was made for me by Menace. Menace is fantastic. Menace to Sobriety. Y'all need to check out his channel. Hi, Outlaw Trucker. Hi, LG. Okay, here we go, guys. I'll play it again. Hi, Brittany. Okay. He did a great job on that, didn't he? And Good Gumby, I seen you. I said thank you. I hear you that you're out doing your 5 mile walk. God, you got energy. I wish I had some of it. I'm not camming up today. Didn't do no makeup. My hair's a mess. It's just, I really wasn't even going to come on here till the last minute. But yeah, Menace did that, and he did me some short intros too that are fantastic for shorts. But I'm going to use them anyway. I thank you, Running Bear. Yeah, Menace is so talented. Oh, I wish. He's helped me so much. But Al, you've helped me a lot. Nunya's helped me a lot. You would not believe the hard time I had this morning just trying to change this damn avatar. It wanted to stay at the K, and I wanted this thing here that I've been using since I got on Facebook. I don't even know how many years ago. I don't even know where I got it from, to be honest with you. But it's just everything was giving me a hard time. But anyway, apparently, my live the other day, I'm doing that TikToker, Jeffrey Marsh. I just want to make it clear. I thought I made it clear in that live that what I was showing was his actual videos from his TikTok. It had nothing to do with him being trans or anything else or non-binary, whatever he cares to identify as. I was giving my opinion on what I thought about his words in his videos. And he was, I'm going to play another creator that I'm going to play part one. I played part two um, from the creator, but apparently this man has haters, and there's some really bad haters that are against anything. And that's not me. That's not why I was showing him. I disagree with how he talks to and about children and about women. I'm allowed to have that opinion. That has nothing to do with him being trans or non binary. You do not tell children to have no contact with their parents. That's his own video. That's his own words. I didn't I didn't mean to upset anybody, but this is my channel and I'm going to give my opinion. And do I think he's 100% grooming kids? Hmm, I don't know. I'll even play you guys some of the videos again today so you can tell me. I'll do that one. Actually, I'll load it. I have to find it though. Um, I'll do that one YouTuber that has done videos on him. But I wanted to make that I want to make that straight today because I got an email. Somebody was really upset with me. I was not, and I reviewed my live. I did not. In fact, I even said it had nothing to do with that. It's just my opinion, my take on some of the things he was saying. When you tell children that it's okay to be angry and to stay angry at their parents, that's wrong in my opinion. It wasn't taken out of context. It was the man's own words. His own words said no contact, encouraging children to have no contact, to not talk with their parents. In my opinion, that's wrong. I don't want no one telling my kids that. I want them to be able to come to me and tell me anything because no matter what, they're my children and I love them no matter what. I don't care what they are as long as they're happy and healthy. I don't know if you watched any of it, Al, the other night, because I know you were busy, but I'll show a couple of the videos today. But you guys know what's going on the YouTube streets? JLR and Betty just never cease to amaze. Actually, I think I have some of his videos uploaded. Still, I don't think I canceled them. Let me see if I still do. Oh, no, they go be under videos. Yeah. Oh, I do. Okay. And from now on with Beta Tata, if I review her, I'm going to have to first pre-record so I can bleep her out, because you can't get monetized when you review her because of her mouth. But these were just videos that I seen that I wanted to, and the one gentleman that I did show, apparently he's transphobic and he's a hater. Okay. Um, I'm sorry about that. I didn't research him. I was researching Jeffrey Marsh, and he came out. If they don't talk to you, they will talk to someone. Yeah, but not someone who's telling them to not have contact. It's okay to stay angry and be angry at your parents. It's okay. Your parents are toxic. I'll replay some of the videos. This man is. Ooh, let me see which one it is. That was a live that I played. Unwoke Citizen. I'll try to find her, and then we'll go back to Betty. I'm going to find Unwoke Citizen here, because she has a couple videos that she made of, or Woke Citizen is her name. Oh, no, 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 not Woke City. Ugh. I'm live, Symphony. You can't come out here, honey. Until I mute. Wait till I mute. Okay, where did she go? Now I know she's on here, and now I can't find it. Let me see if I can find her on my subscriptions. Oh wow, I didn't realize I have so many. I have to weed through this list. Where is she? There it is, Unwoke Citizen. I'll play you the one part I didn't play because I didn't play them both last night. But or the other night. I didn't want to offend anybody. I was just honestly giving my opinion. Okay. She did it with Nessa, which is, I guess she's a comedic TikToker. But okay. All right, I'm going to present it now. Sorry, guys. It won't let me come in any other way. All right, what is me doing it? Share screen.
Posted a video not too long ago, and I'm sure a lot of you already know what I'm talking about because some of you were actually commenting on this in my last video. But Nessa was put in this awful situation where she was forced to apologize for doing the right thing and exposing Jeffrey Marsh, and for upsetting the woke mob who came at her relentlessly, because it got to the point where she actually received threats that were also directed toward her children.
So I just got an email saying, pretty much a threat, saying they know where I live. And what scares me the most is they have got my daughter's details on the email, like what time I leave to drop them to school, pick them up. And it's not a coincidence because both of my daughters, they go to 2 different schools, so they know. They've given the school details and everything. So, yeah, my daughters are involved now in this. As some of you might know, that my car was damaged in this whole thing. I was getting not very nice videos and now emails with a lot of details on that email. So I'm done. I don't want to do anything. I'm not going to talk about Jeffrey Marsh. I've deleted everything, removed it. If you guys want to go ahead, but please don't come to my house. You just get on with your life, I'll get on with mine. You guys want me to say I'm sorry? Fine, I'm sorry. Please don't come at me, don't come to my house, don't do anything with me, because I'm just one person.
Hey, Cash.
And specifically 4 or 5 of you have 4 or 5 of you have kind of done stuff. Like some of you have found old pictures of me and uploaded it on TikTok without my hijab. So you guys have done that. I know you guys are gonna take the mickey out of this video. So, but my main thing is, please don't continue this. I'm sorry. Please don't come for my kids.
It's heartbreaking to see a mother who has been put in a situation where she is so terrified for the safety of her children that she actually has to beg these lunatics who are supposed to be all about love, tolerance, and kindness. No rational person believes that, by the way. But she actually has to beg these lunatics to not hurt her family, all because she dared to call out Jeffrey's behavior online to protect children.
Yep.
That has been her intention from the...
Okay. Now, that's wrong what people are doing to her. But I'm going to play you the video on why she's getting these threats, because in my opinion, it's wrong. Oh, I see how I can do that now. But I'm going to find the other video. I'm going to let this play while I find her other video.
The very beginning, to protect children and raise awareness to what he was doing online. And she was effective in doing that because he ended up deleting some of his videos. Conservatives have been calling out Jeffrey for a while now. But Nessa had such an impact in this, who isn't even in the political sphere. She's a comedian. And she had such an impact on this that he actually ended up deleting some of his videos. And I think that's the reason why these far-left extremists went after her, because of the impact that she had in exposing him. And it's sad that this is the kind of world that we live in, where people are actually threatened for wanting to protect children or for telling the truth, stating basic facts, because someone doesn't like it. And I think this is the reason why...
All right, I'm going to show you this part now. Oh, ads. Come on.
I just cannot get through the damn ball, John.
Behavior online, just to prove that he is, in fact, addressing children in his videos.
And these people...
Okay.
It's a bit of digging.
Hi, kids. Hey, kids. I want to talk to the kids. Hi, kids. Hey, kids.
So yeah, there's a lot of videos of them addressing kids.
If an adult is starting off their video with "Hey, kids," then that means that they want children watching their videos. But something so incredibly obvious was just still not enough to convince the woke mob of Jeffrey's very questionable and creepy behavior online. So Nessa did a second response video because she still kept getting backlash for calling him out and how creepy he is, on how he is constantly encouraging people who may be children who probably watch his videos to go no contact and separate themselves from their family.
There are so many content creators still stitching and duetting my videos and showing that Jeffrey Marsh is not creating content for kids. It's apparently for adults. 1 or 2 videos do say, parents, watch this video and then pass it to your kids. Or it says parents and kids watch it together. Let me explain why they say that.
I will tell you about going no contact. So, you've decided to go no contact with your family? It's that time of year again when you start thinking about going no contact. I want to encourage you and say something you may not have heard before. You're going to love it. So I'll give you a little tip about going no contact with your family.
And the bloody icing on the bloody cake.
I coach a lot of people one-on-one who want to go no contact with their parents.
And these are just some of the videos. Some. So if Jeffrey Marsh is really wanting to talk to the adults, why are they already saying to the kids, go no contact with your adults or with your guardians? Why? This is why Jeffrey says parents watch this video as well. It's because the parents are not there, because they have already separated the parents from the kids. So the kids are watching Jeffrey's videos separately and most likely privately, because Jeffrey is coaching them too. Jeffrey does one-on-one coaching on how to go no contact with your parents. Oh wait, where have I seen that before? Oh my God, oh my God, would you bloody look at that, bloody look at that.
And if that wasn't enough, he's made videos claiming that he'll be their new family and that they should come hang out with him.
If you need a family, you can come hang out with me. They may not see the real you, but that does not mean that you're not real. I love you very much.
Okay. Now, I had some of his videos, but he did delete videos. But these creators are getting threat. I mean, this lady her car was damaged. Her children were threatened. How is that okay? And he doesn't like women. I showed the video where he says why he doesn't menstruate. He doesn't menstruate because he's not biologically female. But that's not his excuse. He uses other things to say why. I don't know. I just know that if my kids do pick someone to talk to, I don't want it to be someone like him. I don't. He scares me when he comes to talking to kids. And he has a Patreon that's $5 a month. It has nothing whatsoever to do with him being transgender or non-binary. But I do have a video in here of him telling kids that there's no such thing as boy or girl. And there is. No matter how you spin it, there is. People claiming to be life coaches seem to be predators. Yeah. I didn't mean to hurt anybody's feelings. And it was one person who emailed me. And I felt bad. Because before I even decided to do this, I spoke with my nephew and niece, who are both gay. My niece is transgender. Well, she is now. She's now he. But I speak with him, and I showed them this stuff, and they were appalled at the things he was saying to children. And a lot of his videos did say, hey, kids, for the kids. There is a couple that say, for the kids, parents watch it and then pass it on to the kids, or watch it with your kids. I don't know. I was just stating my opinion. I was asking people what they thought. He's not a life coach. He's another Molly. He got his life coaching certificate out of a Cracker Jack box. Because that's no life coach. Just because you have a $5 Patreon does not make you a life coach. And I just don't think he should be coaching children. He starts with small children. Not, 17, 18-year-olds. Small children. Hey, Clemson girl. You guys want to see some more of that? I'll show you some more of it. I feel awful that she's been threatened because she does a lot of comedy on TikTok and she is funny. but she shouldn't be being threatened, and her kids shouldn't be being threatened, and her car shouldn't have been damaged. That's going real life. That's going too far. He put these videos out there. You put it out there, people are going to comment on it. Exactly. And unfortunately, I think the person that was upset about this, because the one guy's video that I showed, apparently he's transphobic. I wasn't researching him. I was researching Jeffrey Marsh. He was on Jeffrey Marsh's timeline. And apparently I lost a follower. I'm sorry. I really am. But what he did was, in my opinion, hey, Saucy, he was grooming kids, in my opinion. At least pre-grooming, I guess, maybe is a better word. I don't know if he actually ever got any kids in his $5 Patreon without parents being aware. Lord, I hope not, because the parents should be aware of what he's telling him. But he is not going to tell my little boy, no, you're not boy or girl, because there is no such thing. Yes, unfortunately, there is. He's a danger to society, period. And I'd rather like to know what he's trying to pass off with his video, because I got questions, man. I messaged him and I told him I wanted to review him. Yeah, you're blue, Saucy. I figured out how to do it. He never answered me back. And he took down some of the videos, especially the no contact videos. He took them down because I watched him. He did say have no contact. He actually has a video up saying that your parents are toxic and it's okay for you to be angry and stay angry at them. It's fine. You're allowed to be. Hi, Potato Patch. Yeah. And I showed this on my 1K, but I don't think that's what demonetized my 1K. Or not demonetized, but limited ads. It was beta, because I need to pre-record her because she swears so much. I don't know how she's ever going to get paid. Apparently she's getting monetized. I don't know how she's going to get paid, because I can't get out of the yellow when I review her. So I'm going to have to pre-record her and bleep the heck out of her, which I have to figure out how to do. And now I'm still fighting that copyright claim on that short intro that was on that one video. I have like 4,700 views. If I don't win it at the end of the day, I'm going to have to mute those couple what was it? Not even 20 seconds of. So I ask YouTube, why do you have it on YouTube Shorts if we're not allowed to use it? It makes no sense. I was so mad at myself for messing up yesterday. I thought today was the 20th. I was a day off. And everybody kept saying it. I was in and out on YouTube, and I'm like, no, y'all got it wrong. I think you're hitting them things a little too hard, maybe. And here, I'm the one that got it wrong. I can't believe I messed up like that. But oh well, it happens in life. I'm going to go. I'll play a little bit more of this.
If you do not have a family that loves you, I'm going to be your family. I am so glad you're here. It is my great honor that you're with me today. I love you so much. Do you know what I love about you? You care so much.
I want to find that one video where he says about boys and girls.
If you need a family that respects your deepest truth, that listens to you, that celebrates you, that doesn't mercilessly make fun of you.
Oh, I have it downloaded.
As the glue that holds the family together, you're welcome here in this family, on this page. We will love you unconditionally. I'm glad you're here.
Very unsettling, very creepy, and it's obvious that he is a groomer. But it gets even worse because he then made a TikTok video encouraging people who, again, may be kids and who have parents that messed up to go on over to his Patreon page where they can have intimate and private conversations and where they can spend more connected time together.
Your parents screwed up. It's okay to say so. That's why I made a Patreon, so that we could talk about it, so that we could connect in a way that has more privacy, so that we could talk to each other in a way that's more open and stuff that we wouldn't share like in the comments of a video like this. I think you're worthy and valuable, and I wanted to spend more connected time with you, healing together and hearing your deeply inspiring stories.
It's so incredibly creepy, and there have been so many red flags leading up to this video, but because we live in clown world, groomers like him are protected, or you're gaslit into believing that this type of behavior is harmless and he's just being nice. And now he's been exposed for content that he's posting on his Patreon. So this is a video where he once again encourages vulnerable people to go no contact and separate themselves from their family. Matt Wells tweeted out, Jeffrey Marsh recommends that kids cut off contact with their parents, and also says that if their parents are upset about being cut off, then it's just more proof that they should be. This is classic groomer manipulation. This man is an evil scumbag.
If you are attempting to figure out if you want to go no contact, let me give you a tip. Go no contact first before you figured it out. If you tell your mother, for example, you're going to go no contact and she makes it all about her, she says, what the fuck does that mean?
Oh, no,
She steamrolls over your experience or your emotions. She makes it all about her. She tries to manipulate you with guilt. That is really valuable information about how to proceed. If you go no contact and she says, I love you very much, I respect your decision, please take as much space as you need, I'll be working on myself and I'm ready if you ever want to have contact again. That's helpful information too. Give it a shot.
And if that wasn't bad enough, he's made another video on his Patreon where he wants to talk about sex.
Oh, no. I'm stopping that because I got, I don't want to get in the yellow again, but I want to show you a video that I downloaded right from his channel, his own words. I'm trying to see which one it is, where he says,
My mom didn't say,
oh no, that's
I'm
his
so
book.
proud of
Okay.
you for being the first non-binary
Let me find
person
another
with
one.
a major pusher. She didn't say, I'm
Yeah.
proud of you for selling a lot of copies. She didn't say, I'm proud of you for a boy or a girl. And I can prove it. So gather around the family, the parents, everybody, answer my questions. You either say boys or girls. Who's usually taller? Oh, boys? Okay. But you've met some short boys, right? You've met some tall girls. So
Hey,
usually boys are taller, but not
for coming
always.
in.
Okay. Who likes the color pink? Girls? Okay. But you've met girls who don't like pink. And you met boys who do like pink. So
Yeah,
usually girls like pink, but not always. Everything you can think of that makes a boy or makes a girl is usually, but not always.
To get his head
And some of them are not even usually. Where does that leave you?
Surely illegal, I thought.
Free. You get to like what you like. You get to be who you are. Maybe you're even like me, and you're not a boy or a girl.
Okay. Now,
There's no such thing
no,
as a
I
boy.
want to stop it. He's telling people, or telling kids, things he shouldn't be telling them. At least not the way he's doing it. Maybe that's something I should say better. But he goes on this tyrant about kids that he shouldn't say. And she should not be threatened because she made a video. You don't go real life and threaten someone's children. That's just wrong on so many levels. And to go to her house and damage her car and threaten her kids at school, that's not what you do. What is wrong with people? You put the videos out there, you're going to get comments on them. And his videos are all very short. Very short. I'm trying to find Bullhorn Betty's live this morning. She with her coffee club. I don't know. That's the Murdoch trial. Oh no! Did she private it? Yeah, she did. I bet you she took it out. She's always privating everything. Oh no, here she is. Let's play Betty. But do you guys highlight rewinded? Do you I'm sorry that someone got upset about me showing that the other night. I didn't say I made it clear that it was not about him being trans or non-binary or whatever. It was about the message he was giving children, the things he was saying, his own short videos on TikTok. And I didn't mean to offend anybody, and I thought I made that clear, but apparently I didn't. But I want to know where he got his life coaching certificate. Is it the same place Molly got hers? I don't get it. I don't get it. Out of a Cracker Jack box. Yeah, I agree. I agree. All right, let's hear Betty. She had a lot to say, I guess, this morning. All right. In case you all don't know, this is about Uni getting a PayPal from, I guess, JLR. Betty thinks it's funny, so she did the same thing.
I hear this and I can't stop cracking up.
Hey, Ronnie.
So people are texting me that this one creator's going off. He's having a hissy fit, like literally triggered on his live. You know, he's raging, right? What you call raging on YouTube, apparently. But apparently, and I don't know if this is true. You know, it could be a number of trolls or who knows, right? You never know where some of this stuff comes from. But apparently, this creator received a $1 PayPal from JLR, saying something like, "Will you be willing to meet me for an interview with so and so, so and so, and so and so at so and so address?" Okay, this is a PayPal. PayPal to me is like private. I don't see other people's what they're receiving on PayPal. Somehow this turned into he's trying to say that he's being harassed and doxxed because he was asked for an interview. I don't recall him ever saying that he's ever been asked for an interview from JLR before, right? So I don't know how that quite. Yeah, this is where stupid people come up with like their stupid laws. They think they know the laws. They use things like stalking and harassing, and what they're describing is none of that, right? But they gaslight their audience into thinking that they know what they're talking about. Whatever. So, anyways, I'm tickled pink over this. I don't know if JLR did it. I still haven't confirmed one way or another whether that truly came from JLR. But I thought it was comical. So I'm like, well, heck, let me go ahead and send him a super chat as well. And told him to send Jonathan back $1. I contributed the $1, by the way. Told him to send Jonathan back the $1 and say that he'd be willing to meet him for an interview with, for family members, his ex-wife, his dad, and another family member at their body shop. I'm wondering if he's going to take that as doxing as well, even though nobody can see it and only he. But I guess somehow that's doxing to tell an interview. But you should probably, you know, send JLR the $1 that I gave you, send it back to him and tell him you'll be willing to meet him for an interview with your 4 family members at your body shop, your family body shop. You know, this whole thing that they think, I mean, he wouldn't show his face on camera, and he's like, well, you know, I'm in my pajamas and stuff. Yeah, my audience has seen me, you know, it's not, I mean, it's a guy. It's not like it's a girl.
Look, Betty, you're not funny. You think you're funny? You know damn well it was, probably going to get in the yellow for that word. You know, you know who did it. You know JLR did it. Y'all done. Uni's been doxxed the heck of that. I mean, there's nothing left to dox. I mean, but come on. He was trying to set him up to. Why would he even send it? Who would send $1 PayPal anyway? I mean, according to Uni, he doesn't get them. I don't know. I don't do PayPal. Hey, Twinkles. But for her to mock this and think it's funny, because apparently it wasn't funny, and now she's, you know, telling Uni's family's business. When is it good? When is enough? When is it going to stop? When are they going to stop getting away with this stuff? So she thinks it's funny to send him $1 too. Okay. Betty, you're very childish. You're very, very childish.
Girl that's got to do her hair, put on makeup, and, you know, get camera ready. I mean, it's a guy. Like, throw a shirt on, show your face. You know, he was red hot, completely, utterly triggered. But I did give him his $1 to go and send to JLR. But yeah, this isn't the funniest part about it. This wasn't the funniest part about it, okay? The funniest part about it is now JLR crossed the line. Now he's crossed the line and he's taking him out. He's got the secret numbers. This 7,000 subscriber channel. Now, mind you, he doesn't even have access to the Chat to Creator Studio support because he hasn't rose to the level of creator support yet, right?
That's not true.
But he has the magic number, and now JLR did it. He's gonna now take this this number, the secret number, the golden number to get to YouTube. And now JLR has crossed the line, and now he's wiping him off the map. He's going to go after him because he's got the secret number, and JLR is the most dangerous man on YouTube. What? That BullhornBetty had that rap. I thought I was the most dangerous person on YouTube. What?
Wow.
What? So I'm trying to go to sleep last night, and I can't go to sleep because I am literally dying laughing in bed that this guy is so triggered by this $1 that was sent to him, right? I keep wondering, did you refund that $1 back since you didn't like it? I'm just curious. Can you refund my $1 back since you're not going to give it to JLR? Can you refund my $1 back? But now we're going down. He's got that secret number, and he's got direct access to YouTube to take us out. Because now, he didn't try before, but just now, JLR crossed the line. And he's going to do something about it. Now. Seriously, I'm not lying. Now he's crossed the line, right? Because they you know, they're trying. You know, he's talking about how JLR does stuff, all this dirty stuff behind the scenes. Meanwhile, he's telling his audience, keep going after Team YouTube. Keep going after. That's some dirty stuff behind it.
Okay. Do you understand what these games are BS on all ends? It's going to end up getting a random innocent person hurt. Not the creators playing games either. Exactly nonsense. It's crazy. The only one that seems bothered is her. She's the one ranting and raving about it this morning. I guess she thinks like she did something big because she sent $1 or $2 to be funny. But I don't think it was funny. And what JLR said when he sent the $1, I don't think was funny either. Does she not remember what she took Kurt after court for from through emails appearing in my windows, which was all not true? Oh, yeah, I heard about that. It didn't go anywhere either because, of course, she was lying. But yeah, they are dangerous in my opinion. They both are the most dangerous people on the street, heartless pieces of to people going through the worst time anyone could imagine. Yeah. Oh, you don't have to sit on your hands, nonsense. Oh no, you do not. Please speak your mind. Wow things. Yeah. She thinks she really thinks it's funny. It just shows me if people cannot see what she is, you can't wake them up. He paid the court costs because they attacked his family members. Oh, that's shocked to the point that the payments couldn't be given. Oh. I don't think anybody filed anywhere any kind of frivolous lawsuits like JLR. He's the kind of person that hurts the system for the legitimate lawsuits. And she's saying that he's not on probation or parole. From what I've seen from reputable creators that I know don't put out lies, yes, he still is. I don't know if he's lying to her or she's just lying to everybody. But, according to Betty, she don't have a criminal record either. I was thinking the very same thing last night. I need more caffeine. I got good information on this person's background. Trust me, she wants to dig into people's background. Trust us. Oh, where'd that comment go? Trust me, she has no room to speak. Yeah. She's, she goes on, she keeps talking about it, but she's saying that he hasn't been on probation. She's calling it probation, but I think it was parole. I think there's a difference between probation and parole. It was a long-term prison sentence, so let's just get back because I could say so much, and I'll stay in the yellow for all freaking day.
The scene. So it sounds to me like this dude's getting a little taste of his own medicine, and he's kicking and screaming. He don't like it. Oh, but you can do it to somebody else. It's funny how that works. And then he goes further into saying he's going to call JLR's PO. These people do absolutely no research, and every time they open their blessed mouths, you hear how ignorant and how unknowledgeable and lack of facts they have. I don't know. Hello. I know there's haters in here. You haters in the back. I don't know what to tell you. JLR hasn't been on probation or on parole in I don't know how many years.
You're wrong,
You're
Betty,
going to call
again.
a PO officer that doesn't oversee Jonathan and have no jurisdiction or authorization to do squat.
Okay.
But if you were so factual and knew how to open a computer up and do the scintilla of actual fact-finding and research, you would have probably known that. So I don't think you're going to get very far with this probation officer, because once he's done with probation, they're kind of out of the picture, right? And he's so dangerous. But you know what? This guy's like, I have a background, but I've been honest with to my audience about my background. Well, you know what? It's kind of funny. Everybody says that until we start.
Oh no, I want to finish this. Wait a minute.
Start digging in their background and find out that there's a lot more back there than what meets the eye, right? Because it's not just about what's on your paperwork. It's how many times have law enforcement been at your house. I mean, there's a lot of things that can be done.
But Betty, none of that is your damn business. None of it. You don't have the right to keep pulling these background checks on people. Worry about your own background. What comes up with you? It's not your business. They're not criminal cases that you're supposedly covering with your misinformation. And one thing I can tell you is Judy doesn't dox people. He doesn't dox their children. He doesn't tell you their families where their businesses are and to go to them. At least not that I've ever seen. And wow. You really think this behavior is okay? That's what's twisted about you. You're evil, Betty. You're evil. You're not funny. And I don't get the people that support you. I truly don't. All the misinformation you give it, you attacked that poor family and that woman who they found, Sarah, and you said the most horrible things about her, and you knew it wasn't true, but you were still happy to put that misinformation out about her. In fact, it was posted that there was no drug or alcohol abuse. So you decided to go ahead and put it out there anyway. And you're okay with going real life on people. That's sick, Betty. That's sick. You're not true crime. You're crime. And you misinform about the cases you do talk about all the time. JLR claims Florida has the sunshine law. It's legal to dox people. Not sure. No, it's not the way I live here. No, not the way they interpret the laws to suit them. Hi, B Tim. JLR is still on parole, probation, whatever you want to call it. She's full of crap. It hasn't been years ago. He hasn't been out that many years. Running beer cash and LG. Yeah, I hope she is feeling better. Nonsense. You tell Kenzie I miss her makeup. I just hope she's feeling better. Your little ones too. But I don't know what it's going to take for these idiots to be stopped. They clearly learned nothing. I mean, granted, I do think that Molly took herself down on purpose because she knew she wouldn't pass that big review coming up. And she couldn't behave. And she is miserable over on Kick. And she's not making the kind of money she was on YouTube. Oh, nonsense. I'm so sorry. I hope they feel better. I kept my girl home today because she was saying her neck hurt and her throat hurt and she was running a fever. And when she's like that, I don't like to give her ADHD medicine because it seems to just make things worse. And I just got my 5-year-old over something. Now he's going to get whatever she's got because there's no way to keep them apart at their ages. Yeah, I don't get. They've learned nothing from what's been done. In fact, they've gotten worse, in my opinion. I think Betty's even, if possible, gotten bolder with the crap she's doing. I mean, she actually got on I gotta find that live. She actually got on a live and said the most horrible things about that Sarah. I wanted to choke her. But let's see what else she has to say.
Now, that's not my job. I'm not trying to, but don't sit here and cast stones at people. And when they have enough and they start toying back at you, you cry like a little baby.
It's not
that
casting
looks really,
stones, Betty.
Really stupid. It's so funny because the whole world can see that you attack people endlessly and come up with obviously, clearly you don't even have your facts straight, especially since you're calling his probation officer that doesn't exist.
Yeah,
But
he
hey,
does.
I mean, go
Or
ahead.
she
Go
does.
ahead.
It's a
Make my
female.
day. And you said you haven't started on Bullhorn Betty yet? I beg to differ about that, buddy, because you've been talking smack about me too. You don't know me. You know nothing about me. But if you're not going to give
Betty, you put it all out there.
JLR the
Come on.
dollar I gave you to ride him back and to send to him, I want my dollar back.
Well,
You're breaking Bullhorn Betty's account over here, buddy. I want my dollar back.
And I believe
okay?
you cried
You
for
either
that
send it
dollar
to him
too.
or refund it. Anyways, so that was the comical. I thought you guys would get a kick out of it, but that was the comical stuff. Now we can get right, okay? Don't worry, Turkey Man. I'm about to get right, okay? I had to poke some fun. I still got my language of letting go. I read it this morning. I got at peace with myself.
Oh my God. Okay.
My peace.
That's it.
Don't worry, guys. We did it now. We finally crossed the line. Now he's going to use that secret magic number to reach to YouTube to take us out.
No, you're going to take yourselves out. That's what's going to happen. You're going to follow them all.
He's got 7,000, but man, YouTube's going to stop the presses for him. Oh, these people. Now we did it. April 21st. Just sir.
She really thinks
I think I need a moment of silence to regroup, because it's hard to try to dovetail into the word of the day when I can't stop being bad.
Oh no. Okay. In all fairness, all Uni does is review her when she does something stupid, which is most of the time. This stuff with playing games, doxing his family's businesses and stuff, you don't have a right to do that. What JLR did, he did not have a right to do. You're not funny. You're really feeling yourself this morning. What's in that coffee? Maybe you should share. Just saying. Yeah, she's fake. She sounds like she had a drink or two. Yeah, like I said, I wonder what's in that coffee. Some info I have tracked is she had 3 different companies she has created, never launched or did anything with. Yeah, I've seen that too. Hi, Marie. Not an iota of sympathy, compassion, or any normal. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But the stuff she said about that Sarah, oh, that was bad. That was bad. I was pissed. Lord, I hope. How do you? I gotta turn off membership, accept memberships, because I don't want anybody to. I don't want a membership to her channel. Okay, where did she do? I think it was in this one. I'm thinking. Let me check. Where she said that horrible stuff about that woman. Oh, I felt so bad for that woman and her family. Oh, you're going to make me play an ad? Are you kidding?
Morning.
I'm going to have to.
He appears whenever you eat Honey Nut Cheerios.
Like a genie? Sort of. I can grant you a bowl of Honey Nut Cheerios, which can help lower cholesterol.
Oh, I wish Debbie hadn't joined the mall walking club.
Let me mute the ad.
I don't think the bee can help you with that.
Let me mute this till I find the spot so you guys don't have to listen to the ads. I didn't download this first. If you can bet I'm going to download Beta Tata from now on first, so I can bleep everything out, because she's put you in the yellow. I don't know how she's ever going to get monetized. Oh, how do I get back into an ad? What is going on? Hope they show ads on my channel. I don't want to watch your intro, but it's too long. Yeah, I know you eat like Molly now online. Okay.
What's going on here?
It's coming up after this.
He trips the guy. He's like, boom, you ain't getting away here. He's just stuck his leg out. He holding on to that pizza.
And then
He's like,
she
man,
passed all that.
don't be.
She passed all that misinformation around about that Trenton and all this stuff she claimed. The police came out and said was never even done to him, but she ran with that information anyway.
Running from the law. He's like, what do I do? What do I do? Oh, I'm gonna trip him. I'm gonna
Fast
trip
forward
him.
any
That dude
faster,
fell
guys.
hard. Did you hear that? Bam, bam on that ground. His face has got to be hurting after he did that fall, because his face was planted literally right into the ground. Listen to it. I want you guys to hear.
Oh,
He sees the commotion of the officers coming up. He hears that there's
Let me
something
see if I
going
can
on. He's like,
do
what's
it
going on
again.
here? And so he's running, and then he starts seeing other officers coming around. He's like, well, should I go
oh my
ahead and
God! Yeah, go.
pizza guy a round of applause. And you know what? Let's order pizza tonight.
This is BullhornBetty. I'm
And-
trying to
and-
get to the part because I didn't get to
Let's order
download it.
pizza
Part.
tonight and tip the driver an extra couple bucks. Okay?
A
Order
pizza
pizza
driver
tonight,
helps the
Wednesday
police
night.
help
I just
stop
did dinner
someone the
for you.
police
There
will
you
come
go.
and for
Everybody
and-
in chat, order pizza.
She's giving them kudos for it. At least she's doing something half decent. You got it. Oh, you didn't give that to your teacher today, buddy? That was your. Put it back in there. We'll get it tomorrow. She thinks she's funny.
Turn around and hand the pizza over, and he's like, "What's going on here? Hold on, lady. I got your pizza. Hold on. Let me bring it over here." And he's holding it out, and he's making sure that he's making sure that no damage happens to that pizza. He didn't want to have to replace that pizza, right? So he just hold it there. After this all happened, he probably walked up and said, "Here you go, ma'am. Hope it's not cold." Maybe he was questioned by the police, and he's like, I really need to deliver this
She
pizza.
really thinks she's funny. She really does. Hey,
So
Beth.
this is coming to a case that I said I wasn't going to cover because
here we
of
go.
the family and how rude the
What do you
family
guys
has
do when
been.
she says
So
about
we're
the
going to
family?
cover a little bit of it. It's not going to be the
I really
kind of
wanted to go
coverage
through
that the
this
family
thing and
really
just
wants us to cover.
Get my
But
hands
this
on.
is Sarah
Because
Dreyer,
this
which
is
has
all
been
lies and
missing.
misinformation, and she knows
And
it.
I've
She
been
knows
working in the back. Her family, basically dogged JLR. And if anybody knows, JLR is like a brother to me. And so, I have a little, it's no different. I mean, even Dolly knows. If somebody was talking shit about Dolly, I would probably say something about it as well, right? So this family, I don't think they understood exactly what they were doing. But this girl here, I'm looking into this case. She has drug and alcohol problems.
Oh.
She has drug and alcohol problems that we're learning on the backside of this thing. So I'm not saying she's not in danger, but there is the possibility she ran.
Okay, she's lying, as usual. As a matter of fact, there was a statement put out, or a comment, it was on the Facebook groups, that there was no issues with drugs or alcohol. She didn't bother to read the Facebook groups. And she's not apologized for the stuff she's getting right that she said and gonna say. She's too loud? Okay, I'll turn it down. Let me turn the audio down. turn it down on it. Let me see if I can turn it down on here. There, I turned it down. Hopefully that'll get better.
And off and
Is that better?
You know, doing what she does. So I don't know if that has anything in here. If it, not only that, but this gal here is from Illinois. It seems like that's where she loves to be. It seems like that's the state that she considers home.
Green Bear.
So it's possible she just said the hell
Green
with
Bear
all
fan
this
out.
and went back to Illinois.
Island. I'm sorry.
So I think that people looking
no
around this
glasses
house
on,
now,
so
I
I'm trying
don't
to see
know
here.
the everything that's going on with her, but I definitely
Remy.
know that she has drug and alcohol problems, which
What?
could be contributed to why she's missing.
No,
and why would it contribute? Because some people,
Betty.
depending on what type of drugs they are, they go on what the,
You are wrong. You are so far wrong. There was mental health issues for a very long time, Betty. It wasn't drugs and alcohol. Shame on you for even saying that stuff. Shame on you for going for this family because they wanted you nuisances, YouTube nuisances to leave them alone. 2 YouTube males, Doug and JLR, knocked on those people's doors. One of them approached her children that were in the front yard. Wow. This was not your business. And my prayers go out to her and her family. I know what they're going through, unfortunately. I know the struggles when someone's missing. My nephew was missing for a year till they found his remains. We didn't get much. Thank God the police helped them, because up north they did not help much at all. And unfortunately, there was a drug history and stuff. So they just really just said, well, but it was so out of the ordinary. The only time you didn't see him is if honestly he was in jail, and it was always stupid little things he went to jail for, nothing hardcore. But he had never been without his mother. He had no phone, no ID, no nothing, no car. He's never had a job. His mother was his ATM, unfortunately. And for him to just poof, no, nothing, no one, not even his little drug buddies no one heard from him. And we didn't get a lot of help until his remains were found. So I get where they're coming from. It's awful. And so what if she did have drugs and alcohol issues? So what? That doesn't make her any less of a human being. She's still somebody. She's somebody's daughter. She's somebody's mom. She's somebody's wife. And she deserves respect and to be looked for. She doesn't deserve this, Betty.
is known as benders, right? We've heard that word before, binging,
She wasn't on
benders,
a bender, Betty.
and stuff. I don't want to take away from her case,
Hey,
but
Nana.
there are other possibilities out there that the family is not being forthright with the community about this disappearance.
Thanks for coming in, Nana.
And I have, questions for the family. How often has she disappeared like this before? Have you checked with her friends in Illinois? The family's not really communicating. They want all this help, but they don't want to communicate about their missing loved one. And, God bless JLR, because even after being disrespected by this family, he's still out in the woods looking for her when nobody else is. I don't think she's out there. I think she's somewhere else. And wherever she's at, I believe she went to on her own free volition, as opposed to being hurt, injured, or anything like that.
Okay, Betty. They said she left the note and left her on her own accord. You were so far off on this because you didn't bother to look at anything. All you did was see the post from the family and completely twist it and misinterpret it and be very rude to them, because it is their God-given right to not have you involved, or JLR or Doug from Northport. The people that were knocking on the doors and the one who tried to talk to the children in the yard. You never approach anyone's children. I don't care who you are. But had you bothered to do a little research as you claim you do so much of, yeah, you'd still be saying this stuff because that's you. Hi, Stargazer. That's you. But you are so far off on this, it's not funny.
So I wanted to make sure that we did cover her case. I swore I wasn't going to cover her case because I thought her family was very rude and inconsiderate of the people that are out there helping. Somebody said she may have overdosed. It's possible because we had Stephanie Shenefield. Remember, she was the bartender here in my community. Nobody knew where she was at. We knew that she had a drug problem. We figured she was probably on a bender, and maybe that was why she wasn't found. And then her body is found in a ditch in Palmetto, not too far away from me, about 20 minutes away. And it was her drug dealer. She was at her drug dealer's house.
Betty, the stories are not the same. This woman's issues were not drug and alcohol related. This woman left a note, unfortunately. Well, I guess not unfortunately, but I meant unfortunately you're wrong. Again, however, I'm messing it up. But anyway, I'm so frustrated with this because maybe I shouldn't even be talking about this because it hits home so much. And I know how people are and how people think. And oh my God. And again, Betty, it wouldn't matter if there was any issues like that. That doesn't take away from her being missing. Do you understand that? She wasn't on a bender, Betty. Go back and read the Facebook groups. Listen to the news. She left a note, Betty.
She overdid it. She was already complaining of heart problems the day or two coming up to this day that she decided to take an Uber over to her drug dealer's house. But while she was dying, her drug dealer art her. And then when she finally expired, he threw her away like a bag of garbage.
Okay,
and then went to his
to do
girlfriend's
story,
birthday party
Betty.
the next day. A real despicable guy. There is this situation like that. So I do believe that there is a possibility of that. But here's what. They were able to find Stephanie in a matter of days. This has already been going on. This lady is not out there. She's not out in the woods.
Boy, how
People
wrong
saw
you
her
were.
leaving willingly. So she's either with someone doing things that she shouldn't be doing. She could very well be deceased, or she could have went back to Illinois.
Wow.
This is what I wanted to make sure that her face was brought up, and I also wanted to make sure that everybody had the reality of this case. And again, the family has not talked about her drug issues. They have not talked about her alcohol issues, and they're basically saying that she's missing, and she very well may be missing. But they're preventing people from really truly helping because they're not telling everybody all the information necessary to be able to be a benefit. So that's our coverage for Sarah Dreyer. We hope that she is found and brought home safely. We definitely hope that, nothing is happening to her and that this is
what I'm talking about with Betty. She claims she's true crime. She did absolutely zero research into this because she's so far off. They knew that she was close. That's why they were searching there. The professional searchers, Betty, not the ones that were going around the neighborhood bothering people. The professional searchers who unfortunately did find her remains. And it's awful. And I pray for her family, her children, her husband. It's wow. But for you to put this stuff out there, Betty, from the get-go, they said it was mental health issues, Betty. It proves she don't know the right people on how she doxes the wrong people. Yeah, she doxes the wrong people often. They'll be bored with me because, especially in the last 25, 30 years, my life has been is revenge lying because they were told no. Tantrums in adults is ridiculous. I agree. I agree. She is a super grifter. We call her a grifter. I love it. Oh my God. The only people that needed to know was law enforcement. Her life is not for your entertainment on YouTube. Exactly. Exactly. Hi, checking. Thanks for coming in. For her to get on here and then be so wrong, and she has not addressed what she said and how wrong she was, because she went live this morning to just talk about you and JLR and her playing their little games. She never even mentioned this woman or said, I got it wrong. I need to correct that. And never did she say prayers or pass condolences along to the family. Nothing. There's a lot of soulless people on YouTube, I'm telling you. I'm flabbergasted at the stuff she said. You guys want to come and say hi real quick? I'm not gonna show them, but my littles want to say hi. Say hi.
Hi.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I don't want you to hear the stuff Mommy's talking about, okay? Because it's adult talk. And it's stuff I don't like you guys to hear. I'll be in a minute to make your lunch because I'm sure you guys are starving. Yes, ma'am, you may. Oh, I better not put that out there. They'll accuse me of not feeding my kids. My kids eat all the time. My 5-year-old, he'll eat lunch and a half hour later, he'll want more. He eats all the time. I'm a hater roach. Yeah, I'll take, you know what? I wish they'd think of a different name, though, because every time they say roach, I think of the big palmetto bugs that we have down here. And in my opinion, they're cockroaches on steroids because they look just like a humongous cockroach. I hate them things. They terrify me. That's why I don't use my dishwasher. I bought a new dishwasher. My husband put it in. I did a load of dishes, put them away, and then I was getting ready to load it the next day. And there was a palmetto bug in it. I have not used it since. I stand there and wash my dishes, which is really stupid because I'm wasting a lot of water. And I bought the dishwasher, replaced the dishwasher, so I didn't have to wash dishes. But that bug terrified me. And I've not opened it back up since. I don't even know how it got in there. If they get in anything down here. I even had my exterminator come. I freaked out. He was laughing at me. He was like, Tabby, I sprayed the inside and outside the best we can do. It's Florida. They're going to get in the house. There's nothing you can do about it any more than what you're doing. Oh, they terrify me. BHB is a huge narcissist. She will never apologize. Nope. She will deflect when people call her out on this. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, but if I would have gotten it so wrong like that, the first thing I would have did was, in my live, was own it and give the family the condolences they deserve. But she couldn't do that. She didn't even bring it up. Nothing. And that's why I started out this live, because I didn't want to offend anybody the other night. And even though it was one person that emailed me a lot, I appreciated that she did, and she wanted to talk to, but I just wanted to clarify that because I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. That wasn't my intention. I would have never got on here and said the stuff Betty just said. My son has a couple Madagascar roaches. What are them? What is a Madagascar roach? a tarantula, and a few other spiders. He's terrified of bugs, so he thinks it helps him with the fear. He's brave. Oh, oh no, spiders is, I'm allergic to most spiders too. And people don't think daddy long legs and stuff bite, but they do, because that's how I found out I'm allergic when I was a kid. My brothers were so mean. They wanted to get me over my fear of spiders, so they collected a bunch of spiders and then dumped them on me and held me down. Yeah, and let them crawl on me. That's how I found out that daddy long legs do bite, and I'm allergic. Boy, did my mom whip their butts. They're huge roaches, about 2 inches, like the palmetto bugs. Them things are on steroids. They are freaking huge. I knew nothing about palmetto bugs in Florida, because honestly, it probably would have made me think twice about moving down here. Because I can't, man. They come in, oh. Yeah, they're big. Okay, that's like the palmetto bugs. They're big. Exactly, and that's what exactly, Potato Patch. That's it. I thought I made that clear in my live, that this had nothing to do with being transgender or non-binary. It was about the things that Jeffrey Marsh was putting out there. It was about the videos from TikTok. That's all it was about. And no, I didn't research all the people that were on his page commenting and stuff on him, because I was researching his videos. I wasn't going to cover the people that were covering him. I knew about the comedian lady, and I didn't know about her being threatened the way she was, though, until I played some of Unwoke Citizens video, because that I don't follow them. I'm new to TikTok, and I don't follow a lot of people. I only use it when I'm looking at something. All of lovely Florida insects and deadly crawlers. Ooh. My headset died. Had to get on the charger. Yeah, Saucy, and that's what and that was my response in my email, is that it absolutely had nothing to do with that, and I'm sorry if you took it that way. And I do want to hear all sides. So, she sent me some videos of other people, but not the specific dude I was talking about. So, I don't know. And Unwoke Citizen she played she did fair videos, in my opinion, but that's just my opinion. Oh, and I didn't put my thing on here, guys. I gotta put that banner on. I can't believe I forgot. But yeah, because this is all my opinion, just my opinions, and it is covered under fair use, Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, because I know how they like to strike people. Oh, good for you, Sally. You know what? I don't want someone like him talking to my kids. If my kids do decide that they don't want to talk to me or my husband, I don't want it to be someone like him. And that's just my opinion. You should ride on a motorcycle at night in Florida. Them bugs will put you in the ER. Oh, no, because, nope. The mosquitoes down here are on steroids, too. They're freaking huge. And when they bite you, you know it. And I use bug spray out the bazooka because of the kids. And, oh. But, it's weird. I'm terrified of spiders, but a crab spider doesn't bother me because of all the eyes they have. And they're just, like, weird looking. And I don't know. Oh, thank you, Beer Can Allen Island. One of these days I'll get it right. Yeah. I can't. Even the snakes. Okay, if it's just one of the black garden snakes, I don't care. But I know they're harmless, but I still got to get them out of the pool. And my husband won't do anything to them because he says they keep the other snakes away. And I'm like, how do they keep the poisonous snakes away when they're not poisonous? But he said they do. So, but one day I had one in the pool that was poisonous, and my goddaughters were here. They're teenagers. I have a 10-foot pole thing. It's a wand with the brush on for the pole, and you could extend it out. I extended that baby out as far as I could get it because it was, I had to get the snake out of the pool because of the kids, the dog, the cat. The cat plays in the pool. The dog doesn't. The cat plays at the edge. He's gonna fall over because he's so fat one of these days. But he's the size bigger than most people's dogs, the little dogs. He's a big tomcat. But my dog doesn't get in the pool. I don't want him in the pool. I don't want dog hair in my pool. So I'm glad I don't have that hassle. But he won't stay out of the damn walk-in shower. You can't have him nowhere near the bathroom when you're getting in the shower because he's getting in there before you. But I had to get the snake out. Okay, I was freaking out. My goddaughters recorded that and put it on, I think it was their Snapchat or TikTok or something. I didn't even know they were recording me. But I got it out. I didn't hurt it because I wouldn't get close enough to kill it. That 10-foot pole there helped me get it out. My husband's had to kill a couple big rattlesnakes back here. I've had a couple baby pygmy rattlesnakes in my mailbox. Yeah. Yikes. Roaches, mosquitoes, superbugs, alligators, possums. Oh, we have wild boar that run through the yard. I wanted that little tiny baby pig. It was lost. I didn't see the mom anywhere. And my husband said, no, the mom's not too far. She'll kill you for that. You see how big them big boar get. And I'm like, oh, but it's just a tiny baby. And I've wanted a pig forever. But now I got to get chickens because of amethyst. My kids are addicted to our chicken videos. And I got to they want a chicken. There is no room for added drama in real life tragedy. No, there isn't. No, there isn't. Let's just face it, they are not true crime. Yes, it is a crime what they do, but what they talk about is not true crime. We see as facts, no misinformation, period. Exactly. And for her to say this stuff about this woman and then not even come back and own it, wow. A boar will mess you up quick. Yeah, it will. We had this little car. Years ago, I used to do routes in the middle of the night because I was dummy. And it was just extra money. There would be a whole bunch of them, and they were bigger than, some of them were bigger than my car. Armadillos, yeah, I love the armadillos. My husband gets mad because they tear up the yard, but I don't. I feed everything. I'm terrible. Pigs are awesome. Yeah, I've always wanted a pig. Okay, I'm missing something. Let me back up the chat. Oh, that's fantastic. That is fantastic, dear Can. That is fantastic. Yes. Need. I live on a hay farm, so there are irrigation ditches everywhere. Unfortunately, one is right next to my house, so the mosquitoes are bad. Oh, and them mosquitoes could tear you up. And these little tiny red ants, they bite the heck out of you. Hi, Liza Road. Thanks for coming in. So I am really sad to see that woman got so threatened. Wow. The fire ants will, them ants. I hope they take legal action. They have a right to justice for the pain and defaming words used against them. Yeah. fire ants hate those things. They eat the wiring for our septic system. Wow. Hi, voices. Sally, did I said hi to you? Did I not saying hi now? Yeah. For Betty to say that, I thought for sure the only reason why I wanted to check her live this morning is because I thought that she would at least acknowledge that this lady passed away. Hey, Clemson girl. Yeah, the armadillos tear up our yard, and my husband gets so mad, but I don't. Like I said, I feed everything. I feed the squirrels. I put out stuff down in we have this fire ditch running behind our property. I put apples and stuff down there for the deer and the pigs that run through the yard at night, late at night, because some nights when I can't sleep, I'll come out here and you can hear them. Some of them hogs, some of them boar are humongous. I still think I should have got that baby. Pour grit into the anthill, then a mix of boiling water and dish soap. That would be cheaper than all the pesticides I use. They just find another way to build another hole, another anthill. Oh, thank you, Bearcan Island. Island. I don't know why I can't say that right. I'm so sorry. She's so ignorant to admit her wrongs. Yeah, but I really thought that this morning she would at least pay some condolences to the family. At least that much. Maybe not mention that she was, so far off like she normally is, in my opinion. I don't think Betty gets much right with any of the cases that she does. But to at least give the family their condolences, something. Didn't even acknowledge it. Instead, she wanted to make fun of Uni and think it was funny what JLR and her did. So apparently she must have. Do I believe she wasn't in on that? No, because why would she then insert herself? But then she inserts herself into everything. Oh, heck no. She will not ever admit her wrongs. Voices, did you hear the stuff she said about this woman? I mean, it was saying that she was out on a bender, that it was drugs and alcohol, and that she really wasn't missing. It was crazy. No, it kills them. And if any are left, they'll eat the grit and die. It works. I'm going to try it, Becca. I'm definitely going to try it. Because my little have such bad allergies. I have to be so careful what I use when they're, and I can't let them know we're around it, especially my 5-year-old. Yeah, Betty will never change. She won't. She said she won't. She don't want to. She doesn't. I really think she doesn't see anything that she does as being inaccurate or wrong. Yeah, they do down at the Pythons. Yeah, that's down towards Miami and the Everglades. Yeah, because of people getting them as pets and not being able to handle it, and they set them free. And then they multiply. But yeah, down the Everglades, yep. My husband and son, when we first moved to Florida, they went to the Everglades camping for a week. They had a freaking alligator at their campsite. I was like, you're crazy. But sometimes you can see the small gators up here over across the street in the little, I guess, waterway, river, whatever you want to call it. We did have one eye. He'd been in there for years, but because the one lady was feeding him all the time, he started coming up to her door and tried to snatch her. I think he did get a hold of one of her dogs. So they came out and took him, which was her fault because you don't feed them. That's why these little ones back here don't grow so much. The more an alligator eats, the more they grow. And during mating season and coming out of hibernation, with the seasonal change, they're a lot more aggressive and they're hungry. But I got mad because she was killing the squirrels to feed to the gators. That pissed me off because she lives a couple streets down, but yeah, she won't. Yeah, you're right, because why would she she has followers that pay her way and she gets the views. No, she will not change. It is too beneficial to her pocketbook. Exactly. And it's not my place to tell people what to do with their money. I mean, that's their money, but come on, if you're going to do it, at least support a creator who's not going to come out here and outright lie to you and pass out all this misinformation and have you thinking things that aren't even going on. And then you got your one way blinders on. Oh, well, this is what Betty said, so it must be true. She's so far off all the time. Oh, I can you imagine how she's going to go when the Idaho 4 trial starts? Oh, that's going to be a mess. I hope they keep her out of the courtroom. But you notice she never came back with that West trial like she said she was coming back with. Yeah. Even if it's to watch a train wreck. Yeah. The script she is writing is working just fine for her. The more hate, the more she grows, even if it's to watch a train wreck. Yeah, there's a lot of people that just watch her because of that. But I'm bad about not paying attention to chats, so I'm trying to get better at that. And I was flabbergasted at some of the stuff her chat was saying. Unbelievable. If you have mice, you can kill them with an equal amount of Jiffy cornbread mix, baking soda in a container, like a cheap plastic bowl that they can get in. With mice, they can't burp or fart, so is that painful for them then? I haven't never seen a mouse in my house. I'd probably lose it. But I wouldn't pull a Molly and call 911 on a fake mouse, on a fake one. Yeah, wow. The dogs were attacked because neighbors down the street were feeding them. Give to a missing person fund or murdered victims and family groups that put money where it works for. Yeah. Like I said, when my nephew went missing, we got very little help from law enforcement up north in Pennsylvania. It's pretty much, they just said, well, he's an adult, you know, he had drug issues. They weren't concerned. A year later, his remains were found. What was left of him. It was awful. And we did searches. I mean, we got people together and searched all the known places that he would go. It was. I even talked to the police, to the detective who, and all he would do was go back to my father-in-law's empty house to see if he was in there, which we knew he wasn't there because family had been checking it. We knew he wasn't there. That shows you how many people are sick as she is, yeah. I have a hard time sitting in the bushes in other people's chats. Yeah, I do sometimes too. I don't subscribe to her. She always has it on subscriber mode, so I can't never comment. So I'll comment after the video loads. But she doesn't respond much, And when she does, she calls me little girl, which I'm older than her. Even though she looks older than me. I'm older than a few years older than her. And that's okay. She can call me little girl. Hey, Amethyst, aka Hoodie and a crowbar. Thanks, Amethyst. I was just telling everybody about how I got to get chickens because of you and your videos. They love your chickens so much. Hey, baby. Mommy's almost done. I know. I've got to figure out. I'm still waiting on my cease and desist from last March when she hacked my Facebook account. She hacked your Facebook account? I reported her to Manatee County Sheriff with the threatening text. Wow, she hacked your Facebook account. Wow, see that there is no reason to do that to people. It's crazy. The chicks are adorable. Yeah, they are. Yeah, I love them videos. I watch the clip channels. She and all of them channels do not get my view. Yeah. I like I said, I don't subscribe to her. And one time, I think I did it to Molly, just so I could leave comments in her chat. And then I unsubscribed, and I felt so dirty. I actually went into the shower. I love the clip channels, though. When I want to review someone, I need more than just what Sometimes because we all want to point out different things. So yeah, I'm sorry, Bear Can. That's what goes on the YouTube streets is on the YouTube streets. You don't take it outside and go real life. You don't hack people's personal accounts. You don't go after their children, their spouses, their jobs. And you don't need to post their history. It's not relevant. Hers was posted because she made it relevant. All right, good Gumby. Yay, finished walking. So get to say hello. How was your 5 mile walk? I used to ride my bike every day. And I have to get a new bike because mine's just so old and it's too little. But I miss that 5-6 mile ride. That was my serenity in the mornings. I miss it. I got to get a new one. I got to get one. A lady hit me too, so it ruined. Some lady was texting on her phone, and I wasn't even on the road because we have walkways all over the place here you can use. She wasn't paying attention, and I was actually on the side of the road, and she hit me and took off. So she destroyed my bike. I have so I will get one eventually. I miss it though. That was my exercise, and I really enjoyed it. I even rode down to the beach and back. And I wish I would have got that lady's license plate though, because she should have paid for my bike. I got scraped up and no major injuries or anything. This has been their intention from the start, in my opinion. They are coming for our children, and I'm not having any of it. Sorry if I offend anyone. This is just my opinion. No, you're right. Leave people's kids alone. I mean, I would love to be able to share our story on here, but because of our ages, my husband's 61, I'm 59, and we lost her to adopt, but I can't, and it's been rough being relative caregiver, but I can't share it because of these people, and that's wrong. But you come after my kids, we're gonna have some. I'm not playing. It's not a threat. It's a fact. You come after my family, we're gonna have an issue because my family's done nothing to you. And honestly, I don't do anything to you but play your own words. I don't come to your home. I don't look you up. I didn't do background check on you because you know what? I don't care. And I'm not going to do a background check. And it's foiling everybody's records. That is so insane. And then they can't even get it right. They always get the wrong people, which LB did. She says she's never done a background check or go in real life. But I have her own words of her saying she was paying $15 for these background checks. And then when she did dox that lady, she doxed the wrong person. Oh, the good Gumby, I hope everything's okay. Okay. Thanks, Potato Patch. She's still desperate and begging. Let me see. She's really depressed over there. You can tell. You can just tell. Where did it go? She got what she deserves. I'm sorry, but you know, clean it up. You had your chance to clean it up and do better. It lies. Or delete it after they are filmed. You are alerted when I go live in your email. Then I alert you here. You are missing much. You aren't missing much. They are just chatting. I do let everyone know here in Patreon when I'm live. Oh, so on Kick they don't save the lives? I didn't know that. I'm sure she don't have much to talk about. She probably just puts everybody down over here, and I don't think she has that much to talk about over there because she don't have a big following over there, which is her undoing. I don't feel bad. But Betty and them, they need to see what, understand that it can happen to them too. But she'll get on here and lie, oh, I didn't get a strike. I could repost that video. No, she can't. And yes, she did. But it was on her backup channel, not her main channel, unfortunately. Where the first strike, you don't have to take a time out and stuff. But, that makes me mad. My videos will go in yellow. But yet this woman can do the stuff she does and stay in the green. Sometimes YouTube confuses the heck out of me. I'm just Betty. Okay, which one was we doing? The advocate got me. You make sure you got to take care of you first. I really, truly do miss that bike ride. And that was my peace. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. And then that witch who was texting when you're not supposed to be texting while driving hit me and destroyed my bike. Because it's just not, to fix it, it would be ridiculous. Because the bike was I needed a new bike anyway. It still worked. It was still in good shape. It was just a little too small for me. I needed a couple more inches. And like I said, she took off, so I didn't even have a chance to get her plate number or nothing. Yes, dear. You're hungry. I know, you're always hungry. Why don't you go get a Nana? You don't want a Nana. Okay. You want junk? I'll be with you in 5 minutes, okay? All right. I know, but you guys can't do a lot of talking now, okay? How are you feeling? How's your neck? Okay. Please shut the door. Okay. Sit down and be quiet then, please. Thank you. What? I just wish I could have caught her license plate because at least then she would have. She's lucky I didn't get seriously hurt. Banged up, but not seriously hurt. She didn't even stop to see if I was okay. She took off. She actually sped up. She took off. Okay? Just one, though, please. Just one. Go ahead. Have Sissy do it. She's big enough to do it. Just one, though. Oh, they can really tug on my heartstrings. Okay. They want whole hot dogs. They're having a fit because, oh, kids. Gotta love them, right? It is hard, though, at my age, I have to admit. I don't have the energy I did. Well, I gotta go. Enjoy. Oh, thanks for coming in, and thanks for the super sticker, Beer Can Island. Oh, I cannot get it right. I can't believe it. I'm sorry I keep messing up your name. But thanks for coming in. I appreciate you. I appreciate all you guys for hanging out with me. and for coming in. Yeah, that's tough. Good Gumby. I went through that with my mom. It's tough. It's really tough. I don't know who that number is. I think it does. I should have known it was a print call or a sales call. It's what they always do. Now they're in there terrorizing my kitchen. Oh, I got to figure out a good time to go live because with the kids it's hard when my husband work schedule. Oh, there's going to be crumbs all over the house. I was stalked by Molly, and she thought she was something because I was taken to court for my kids skipping school. I remember something about that. That's insane. That she really thinks she has had something, just like she did that with that nonsense message. Because nonsense made a comment on one of Katie Joy's posts and even came out with it herself and said she put it in the wrong spot. But they think they have some kind of big dirt. Oh wow, your kid skipped school. What teenager doesn't? How is that? And that's not even something that should even be brought out on YouTube anyway. Like I said, they don't have to worry about anybody else taking them down. They're going to take themselves down just like she did. Because they're going to keep amping it up because they think they can get away with it. They think that they do enough to skirt from getting in trouble or doing things they're not supposed to do, and they don't. It's going to catch up to them. Oh, enjoy, Stargazer's mom. Shopping. Oh, enjoy. Help the Jake Brown family from talking to her. I am so glad they didn't. That was fantastic that they were reached out to and they didn't. No. This is why I don't allow my boys to have social media. Yeah, my daughter, she's only going to be 8. All my friends have phones. Well, you're not getting one. Not having it. Yeah, I skipped school, I think, 2 or 3 times as a teenager. My mom worked all the time, so she had no clue till I got caught. But it's not something you put on social media. It's not something you put on YouTube. Oh, I'm outing this person. Okay. What's there to out? That's not even. But I can see them being excited about it because they think, they just think they got something on somebody. And a creator's history or finances is not my business. It's not my business. Just like mine is none of their business. Do I care? Betty pays her bills? No. The only reason why it's relevant with Betty is because Betty, the things she does, she puts it out there too, by the way. But she makes it relevant. I don't see, not the creators that I watch, I don't see them delving into people's records like that. And I just, YouTube's got to do something because they don't dox people just to dox. It says that you can't to use it for intimidation or hate, but that's exactly why they do it, for intimidation and hate. But yeah, and to hurt people. My dang kid would get out of the car or walk in, wait for me to drive off and leave with his friends. Yeah. My goddaughters do that to their mom when they go to school, but that's, yeah. and they don't take any action for false reporting. It seems to happen a lot. Yeah, I agree, Saucy. And then when a channel is, I mean, you can report a channel till you're blue in the face. At the end of the day, it's YouTube's decision. And the more Betty gets reported, though, the more they will look into her. The more the JLR gets reported, the more they will get looked into. And they don't seem to understand that. That's going to give YouTube a big red flag, and they're going to start really paying attention to that channel. Yeah, I don't know if I'm ever going to let my kids on social media, honestly. It's so scary. And I'm trying, you do everything you can to just raise them right. But at the end of the day, there's people out there that can, you know, mess with their minds. And and the bullying that goes on with kids is unbelievable. And no, I don't want them doing these stupid TikTok challenges. Yeah, it's tough. I would not want to be growing up. As far as technology wise and stuff, it's great. But other than that, no, no. I mean, I still go outside and play games with my kids. You don't see too many kids playing Tin Can Alley or hide and seek, and we still go out and play games with them, even though I'm old as can be. I feel it anyway. I still make myself, and instead of a lot of TV time, we play a lot of board games. And she's obsessed with LOL dolls, obsessed. And my boy is obsessed with anything monster truck. And dinosaurs and cars. But we play board games, card games. I spend a lot of time just with them. Sometimes, yeah, I turn the TV on, say, watch it. I need to vacuum or something. But they're not sitting in front of that TV for hours. Nope. Because even some of the cartoons are, in my opinion, aren't appropriate. TikTok is stupid and dangerous. Young people have passed away from challenges. Yeah. In fact, Betty was talking about one that did over Benadryl, the Benadryl challenge. Yeah. That guy's bad news. Oh, I don't like it at all. Yeah. That was my take on it. Hi, Marie. I can't imagine trying to raise babies in today's world. I worry about mine all the time, and she is brilliant. Yeah. And when, I see the school's number pop up, and I'm getting usually it's a pre-recorded call about something they're doing, or if the bus is running late or something. But it terrifies me because you just never know if someone's going to decide we're going to shoot that school up today. It terrifies me. The wildest thing I played was bridge. I don't know how to play that. He got it out of the online school at Fringe University. Yeah, when he said he's a life coach, I was like, okay, did you get it out of the Cracker Jack box and Molly did? Because neither one of you are life coaches, and I'm sorry, but I don't know anybody who would, nope, you're not life coaching my children. Nope, not having it. Keep your $5 Patreon. My kids are never going to join it because I'll never make sure they have the money to join it. Yeah. Mm-mm. Oh, you got a message your daughter's school was on fire? Oh my heart would drop. It would, because we only have one vehicle right now, and my husband leaves for work at lunchtime and doesn't get home till at night. So I would lose it. I would Uber it to that school in a minute. Yeah. in today's world. It is crazy. I wouldn't want to grow up in this world with all the online bullying and the online scamming and the online pedos and creeps that just want your kids. It's I don't even post pictures of my kids. I just never been much of a big poster, maybe here and there, and I probably should go back through my Facebook. I think I did remove the couple I did have posted, but I put I'm very careful since I started a YouTube channel on who I accept as friends. I've got to know who that person is, because I can't trust nobody, and I don't trust them. But they'd be bored on my Facebook because mostly I just retweet about them, share about animals, and nothing major. That scared the crap out of me. Thankfully, no one was hurt, and the fire didn't do much damage. Oh, that's good. That's good news. But I want my kids to feel free to talk to people, to come to us. But if they really feel like they can't, that's not a person I want them to choose to go to. They're not going to know about them because I'm not going to let them know. Do you guys watch any reality TV? I love RuPaul's Drag Race. I really do. But I'm very disappointed in who won. I was disappointed. That's all. I mean, she's great, but it was the finale performance that she did. And that's what cinched it for her. But and 90 Days Going Crazy, I'm really confused about the woman that's older than me, that's with the 24-year-old, and then his family tells her they're mad because she's staying there and he's not getting his green card. That's all it was about for them, was him getting his visa over here. That's sad because she really does love that man. And I watched 90 Days, 1,000 pounds. Oh, I watched The Sisters too. Oh my goodness. I was so shocked to find out that Amy and her, now he always gave me the weird vibe, Amy's husband. He just gave me a weird vibe. But that's just my opinion. But boom, she has the second baby, and then Michael, he never helped her out of the house anyway. But they're getting a divorce, and he's trying to get custody. I'm like, oh Lord. And then Tammy marries somebody that's not really doing the weight loss journey, who says that he even went to that place because she was there. Yeah, that's a whole. Them getting married was something else. Oh, I know. I was shocked they divorced. Yeah, I really was. Amy and Michael. I didn't see that coming. I know she was frustrated with him because he wasn't helping, but I guess he quit working because they were making so much money on the show. Because when they started the show, he had a job. He worked all the time. But it didn't seem like he worked anymore. I watched MasterChef. Yeah, I love that show. The Apprentice sometimes. Talent shows. Yeah. I like Hell's Kitchen. Gordon Ramsay. I just want him to come cook me a dinner. Oh, I would love to have him cook for me just one time at least. I have a weird bucket list. My husband said I can't get a housekeeper, and I can't even borrow Molly's until I win the lottery. But then I'm afraid to play the lottery because then I'll get mad at myself that I spent $2 and didn't win. So I was looking at getting a part-time job, but what it would cost me for daycare, you know what I would make a week? And I know people probably use it as an excuse, but it is really because of us only having one. My car died, so right now we have one vehicle. I would be making a whole $22 a week is what I would get after I would pay to get to work and pay for daycare. It's insane. So yeah, I think I'm worth a little bit more than $22. And that's in a 2 weeks. That would be a 2 weeks check. So he's going to be in school full time this coming school year. So that'll be better. Hell's Kitchen is great. I love our Gordon Ramsay. Yeah, I like Gordon Ramsay. But I wonder what's going to go on with 1,000-Pound Sisters now. What's going to happen with Tammy and this guy? Because you know she cannot take care of him. She can't take care of herself. And Amy's got her hands full with 2 back-to-back pregnancies. With 2 babies. I don't know what's going to happen there. Well, guys, I've been on here for like 2 hours. My kids want to eat. Again, they always want to eat. Molly, don't worry. My kids are very healthy, actually. Way healthy. But I got to go feed them again. I thank everybody for coming in and watching and hanging out with me. And I'll see you guys next time. Thanks again, everybody.